Well, hello. My name is GAT, and welcome back to Ethereal Enigma filler. Alright, it's been a while since I did this. I've been playing Victoria's Legacy, the Caffeine Victoria's Legacy, for like a couple days now. And I really love the game, but they are too fucking long, like, to get into the story. But we're back at this again, because we're still here doing some shit. So what I found out, we're done with Mina and Kosei's filler episodes. Like, all the events we did, they're gone. And there's only Erilynn. I didn't know the Walking the Garden is Erilynn's for this one too. Like, I was just gonna skip it like normally, and I just walked into this. So let's record this Erilynn filler. There's like maybe 2 or 3 left. So let's just get that out of the way so you can see what happens, you know? Okay. Alright, let's get into it. The garden looks peaceful. It might be nice to unwind there. As I make my way over, I spot Erilynn following one of the trails. Erilynn? She pauses, waiting for me to catch up. You're interested in the gardens too, huh?
I heard they're supposed to be beautiful, so I thought I'd see for myself.
Same here, and I wanted to get out of the cabin for a bit.
Yes, the accommodations are certainly crowded.
We wandered through the footpath, admiring the bright flowers and hanging greenery. The gardens are a place to find serenity, and I do feel relaxed in the tranquility. Erilynn appreciates the nature surrounding her, passing occasionally glances towards the blossoms. We make a left when we reach a fork in the road, and her face lights up with excitement when we pass a grove of fruit trees.
Ooh, an orchard! That's exactly what I was looking for!
What the fuck is an orchard? You mean a tree? It was? She strives towards the tree, glancing up in the branches. When I catch up, she points to the red apple, hiding along the leaves. You mean an apple tree? Is that what an orchard is?
I'd like that one, please.
Lady. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm 5'3", lady. 5'3". You're gonna want me to what? Climb a tree to get an apple? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like Mr. Fantastic. I'm gonna stretch to get that apple. Alright. Anything to make you happy, princess. Apples do sound good. No, that one is mine. Dang, go get it. Fuck. Alright. Apples do sound good. The apples do look nice, and I'm feeling kind of hungry after that walk. Good idea. Let me see if I can reach it. She smiles as I step closer to the tree. I notice the signpost beside the tree. In bold letters it reads, "Please do not climb. Ask staff for assistance." I guess that's that. I don't see how we're gonna get the apple if we can't climb. We'll have to find a staff member. I look around but don't see anybody. Erilynn glances at the sign and scoffs.
There is more than one way to acquire what we want.
I'm not sure ignoring the sign is best. If we get caught, it won't be just us who gets in trouble, but it might affect Miss Sato and the other teachers too. Erilynn shakes her head, still wearing a confident smirk.
This is exactly why you need me to lead you. We don't have to ignore the sign. In fact, we can obey the sign and still get what we want.
How, lady? How? Her smile broadens.
Like this.
She steps up to the trunk of the tree and pushes against it. The branches above sway slightly from the pressure. After a moment, Erilynn pauses, breathless.
Well, aren't you going to help me?
I see a pun. I'm doing absolutely. You need to apply more force.
What do you think I've been doing? It's not working.
Okay, I should have left you. Okay, I shouldn't leave you fruitless, so I decided to help. She puts a hand on her hip.
You can say all of the puns you wish after we get the apples, but now is the time to focus.
I don't know about you, puns are good for the soul, lady. That's why you're always so grouchy. You don't like puns. You see that grouchy. You gotta make more puns. Alright. I head over. Standing on the other side of the tree, I push and shake the trunk with all my might. It barely makes an effect. In fact, it seems to do less than when Erilynn was pushing it on her own. I frown. Oh, it's on now. I will not be bested by a tree. Using my body weight, I press against the trunk, and I am rewarded with a swaying branch. An apple wiggles, but doesn't drop. So close. Erilynn shakes her head.
When you're on the opposite side, we just end up pushing against each other so the tree doesn't move.
Oh, that makes sense. Am I on the opposite side of the fight?
Come over here and push with me.
I switch over and set myself behind Erilynn, eyeing the branches. Together, we push and pull against the tree. The leaves shuffle in the treetops, and a few flutter around us. The nearest dangling apple stutters precariously. A smile lights Erilynn's face as she looks back at me.
It's working! Come on, go harder! Harder!
I like how it's slow. It went black because it sounds very dirty. Beads of sweat lines my brows as I rock the tree back and forth, feeling Erilynn pushing with me. I feel her panting with effort and lets out a soft moan. What the fuck am I reading?
That's it! Go faster! Faster!
Oh. Am I gonna get my channels taken down? Like, I only have 7 subscribers, guys, and I'm gonna get my... This is what's gonna end my channel, watch. This. Or imagine I get, like, a big channel, and, like, let's say I get 1 million, right? And YouTube just cuts it out. It's like, why? Because in 2020, you had a guy banging a chick against a tree. And I'm like, what the fuck? A grunt escapes me as I increase speed, thrusting back and forward. The apple looks like it's about to just fall.
Yes, so close. Don't stop. I'm so close.
A choking sound behind me makes me pause. This guy's like, damn, that guy's just banging this white chick. What's so bad about that? Like, we all seen it in high school here in America. It's not unnatural. And this is why we have a lot of teen pregnancies. Alright? I turn around and spot a guy staring at us, wide-eyed, horrid. Water drips out of his mouth as he coughs and sputters. What's his problem?
No, don't stop. We haven't finished yet. Shove it harder.
The random guy coughs again. Erilynn rocks back and forth, trying to get me to move with her. Suddenly, I am very aware of how close my hips are against Erilynn's behind, and the way we bump back and forth and back and forth. My eyes shoot wide open and my face burns as a deep crimson. I quickly step away from Erilynn. Wait, it's not what it looks like. The guy shakes his head and looks down, then hurries away. Erilynn finally notices the man and shoots me a curious look.
Why does he look so shocked?
I don't know, Erilynn, because it looks like I banged you like, on this tree right now. While we're just pushing it to get an apple. Of course she ran away. What the fuck? No way am I explaining this. No idea, but we should probably stop.
No, not until I...
An apple falls out of the tree and into the grass with a soft thump.
Yes! Okay, we can stop now.
She picks it up with glee. After rubbing it against her skirt, she takes a small bite.
Mmm, delicious.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Now everyone's gonna think we're having sex with each other. Man. Oh wait, this is not the... I was gonna say, like, damn it, fucking Kira's gonna be pissed. But this is not the canon version, so we're not with Kira. Okay? So all of that, I was a single man. Do not tell Kira. I didn't cheat on her, okay? This is filler. This is not canon. Kira's just over there with a knife. She's like, she nods happily, then holds it out for me.
If you don't believe me, try for yourself.
Okay, I will. Leaning in, I take a bite of the apple out of her hand. Her cheeks dust pink when my face gets close.
Is it good?
What the fuck was that? And I am back. I do not know what the fuck that was. Okay, I hear it now. You might not hear it, but that is Islos firing fireworks. Or I think that was gunshots. No, wait. That might have been gunshots, cause they shoot fireworks too, cause you hear the fucking, you know, the... But... yeah, those are gunshots. They're not that close. I don't think so. They might be on 1st Street. Okay, we're going back to the story anyway. Is it good? I nod as I'm about to sneak another bite. Something solid lands on my head. Ow! Rubbing my head, I spot a red apple on the ground. Erilynn blinks in surprise, looking up into the tree, and then giggles.
Are you okay?
Yeah. This is karma. Nice, an apple for me too. Look at that. This is funny. You could either be an optimist. Yay, an apple for me. You could be a pessimist. Fuck, man. Why has life always been bad to me? Damn it, karma. Or you could be a guy who jokes around. And for me, I am not an optimist, and I'm trying not to be a pessimist. So, I'm gonna joke around. I look up into the tree and I see the apple attached to the branches. I've discovered something about gravity that Isaac Newton didn't include in his law of gravitation. Erilynn raises a brow.
And what would that be?
When a gravitational force pulls an object down and it lands on your head, it hurts. She giggles.
Perhaps you shouldn't keep standing in the danger zone should any more decide to fall.
Good idea. I grab the fallen apple, then shuffle away from the tree. Come on, let's go before we get a concussion. Together, we return back the way we came and exit the gardens. By the time we reach our meeting point, the apples are devoured. We split off into the respective cabins, and I relaxed for... You know what? Yeah, this is the exact same shit. Alright, I'm gonna end it here because if I am thinking right, the next time we're gonna do the... You know what? Fuck it. Okay, I'll see you in a bit right now. And we're back. While I was trying to get to the next scene, I saw this little bit from the... Remember the campfire where we were getting scared and Mina and Kose were holding each other? Remember that Kira was holding on to me? Well, I just saw this and yeah, watch this. Just watch. Erilynn screams. She jumps up behind me and throws me out in front of her.
Save me!
She burrows her face into my back. Let's see. We're gonna hold her. She must have been really scared to grab me like that. Her arms clinging on my sides, I reach and pull them further around me, holding her arms around my waist. Don't worry, I'll protect you. I hear Erilynn's sharp intake of breath. She feels warm and soft against my back. Pleasant butterflies flutter in my stomach as she gives me a soft squeeze. Honestly, I could stand here like this all day. She gives me another appreciative squeeze and press her cheeks against my back.
Hey, let go already!
Huh? Erilynn and I separate from each other, shocked. Then it goes back to Kosei hugging Mina. I just wanted you to see that little bit. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, and we are back. Okay, now we're back to this. We're here in this scene. Okay, as I'm deciding what to do, Erilynn approaches me.
Come, we are going to explore.
We are? Explore what?
The garden trails.
She grabs my hand and begins walking. She's so fucking shit. She's so forward. I just saw this one. This is the first one that I saw. Let her take control of me. Let's see. I'm gonna let her take control of me. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, you lead the way, princess. I allow her to lead me down the path. I have no objection to spending time with Erilynn, alone, in a secluded garden. In fact, that is exactly what I want. She looks over and falls into step beside me.
Aren't you going to object?
Besides her. Nope.
Or tell me I should have asked first?
I shake my head. She smirks.
If only you were always this obedient.
Well, sometimes you can't be a puta. We wander the quaint path, enjoying the serenity of the garden. The flowers open their petals wide, showing off their radiant colors. Their soft perfume is light and refreshing. When we reach the fork in the road, I automatically head towards the left, but Erilynn stops me.
Where are you going?
I blink. That's the path we took last time. Didn't you want to visit the fruit trees again? Erilynn shakes her head, her cheeks blushing pink at the memory.
We certainly don't need a repeat of last time's debacle.
Can we? And can we do other stuff too? Never mind. That's probably for the best.
Let's see what's down this path instead.
She steps onto the trail on the right. Sounds good to me. We continue walking in silence. The quiet is actually comforting. Erilynn enjoys hanging foliage and occasionally touches a leaf or petal as she walks by. Every so often, she stops to admire a flower. Suddenly, she freezes.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Listen.
I strain my ears and catch the faint sound of running water. Water? She grins.
Let's go find it.
Erilynn steps off the trail and head into the trees. We should stay on the... I hate this one. We should really stay on the trail. Like, oh my god. I don't want to go that way. It's scary and spooky and no adventures for the rest of my life. No, wait for me. What the fuck? Wait up. I hurry after her. We push through the greenery, our feet clutching on fallen twigs and leaves. The further we wandered, the louder the roar of water became. Erilynn and I exchanged grins and pick up the pace. Soon, we arrive at a small clearing at the bottom of the mountain. A majestic waterfall kisses the sky, sprouting liquid silver, which splashes into the deep blue pool. Small waves ripple across the surface. Misty droplets catch into the sun, shimmering in the air like fairy dust. Squinting, I look up at the towering waterfall. My breath catches in my throat. I glance over, and Erilynn's face is tilted in wonder towards the waterfall. Her eyes are wide and sparkling, and a smile lights up in her face.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty amazing.
It's more than just amazing. It's magnificent. A true testament to beauty and the power of nature. I've never seen anything like it before.
I blink. You don't have waterfalls in Velden? She gives me a flat look. Like, look at her face. It's like, really? Really, my guy? Really?
Of course we do.
Then why do you seem so surprised?
The waterfalls in Velden are certainly larger and more extravagant.
I hate it.
After all, this tiny one can't even compare to the one sculpted in the royal grounds. But they're all man-made.
Her look softened. That's what it said. I try to hit the pad on my laptop, so like I don't have to hit this fucking button, like, cause you hear that clicking noise. But man, I fuck up sometimes, and I'm like, come on, click, and I'm like, fuck, I click it twice, I'm sorry. Tiny one. The top of the mountain disappears into the sky. I can't imagine what Erilynn would consider big one to be.
And those were all intended to look a certain way. Someone spent hours planning and replanning to achieve the perfect balance and feel. Knowing that this small enclave and little waterfall is naturally occurring adds an element of elegance and wonder.
I paused, thinking over her words. When I consider how much time it must have taken the water to carve this path in the mountain, it does add an element of elegance. I'd always been surrounded by natural scenery, so I took it for granted. Velden seems more and more mysterious to me the more I learn about it. They're much more advanced than we are in many ways, so I never considered that it might be lacking in other areas. While I'm lost in thought, Erilynn begins unbuttoning her top. My eyes widen and I sputter. Erilynn!
Yes?
What are you doing? She huffs.
What does it look like?
I
want to swim, of course.
Right, swimming. That's what I was gonna say. She resumes undoing her shirt. But why are you removing your clothes?
So they don't get wet. Do you really not understand something so basic? Take yours off, too.
What if we get in trouble? Skinny dipping? No one knows what's in that water. Okay, guys. Guys and girls. If a beautiful person says, take off your clothes, we're gonna go swimming, the answer to that question is always yes. Remember that. She doesn't have to tell me twice. I tug on my tie and fumble with the buttons on my shirt, racing to take everything off. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. I rip off my pants and about to pull on my boxer when Erilynn yells at me. Oh no, I should answer that.
Stop! What are you doing?
What what'd I do? Okay, there we go. Undressing? Her cheeks flush pink.
Not that much.
But they'll get wet.
Those are allowed too. Now less talking, please, and more swimming.
With her shirt and skirt removed, Erilynn quickly dives into the water. As she bobs back up to the surface, she smooths down her hair. Shallowing my disappointment with a sigh, I jump in behind her. She giggles, the pink slowly fading into her cheeks. We played in the water, dodging and splashing each other. With the sun shining, the pool is perfect temperature. The roar of the waterfall is smoothing and calming. As I take in the tranquility, I never want to leave.
I like this a lot more.
I crane my neck to look at Erilynn. Like what?
Swimming with someone else.
I furrow my brows in confusion. No, still confused.
Back in Veldon, I have my own private pool underneath the falls. I used to swim there when I wanted a moment to myself. And if I was bored of that, I could go to the many other pools in the palace. But in all of those pools, I was always swimming alone.
I listen, quietly. It's rare for Erilynn to suddenly open up like this, and I want her to feel comfortable talking.
I thought that's what I wanted, because if no one else was there, then they couldn't tell me what to do. But floating in this water with you?
She holds my gaze for a moment, a small smile forming.
I think I like it more than being alone.
Fuck, she's getting real likable. That's what I love and hate about Sunduris, or whatever you will call her, because she's like acting like a princess and bitchy all the time. It's when you see their sweet side, that's when it gets you in the heart, like, yes. But I don't know, I don't like when she's like acting too bossy, you know? It's good when it's like this. Let's see, I like it too. Let's be alone together. Good company is always nice. No, I'm not gonna fuck it up. I like it too. I float closer to her and grasp her hand. I like floating with you more than being alone too. Her smile broadens and she squeezes my hand. Suddenly, she sneezes. I blink, glancing at her. We should get out of the water before you get sick.
A princess doesn't get sick so easily.
Another sneeze interrupts her. Let's go. She nods reluctantly. We climb out of the pool and dry off as much as possible. My nose tickles as I get redressed and let out a sneeze. Erilynn blinks, then giggles. Our wet underclothes soak through our uniforms, but at least we aren't dripping. Erilynn squeezes the water out of her hair, and the two of us head back towards the garden trail, sneezing and laughing. We soon loom back to where we started. Erilynn sneezes and sniffles. We better get back. Achoo! She smiles.
So should you.
We say goodbye, and Erilynn head towards the girls' cabin. Alright. I'm gonna end it here. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, you know? Leave a comment about anything. I don't care. I love to hear you guys' response to anything, and I will answer any questions you want. And also, hit that bell notification so you can see more of me. Get notified about me on your phones and stuff, you know what I mean? Or I think it also works on the computers too. I'm not too sure. But, you know, see more of my videos. And if you like them, leave a like, you know? Okay then. I'll see you next time. I am tired. Okay then. Bye-bye.